Everyone. So today I'm going to be reacting to the Digital Circus. So I hope you guys have fun. Always remember to check out the original content as well. Go support their channel. Their channel is Glitch. But this is actually episode 2. If you want to check out episode 1 of my reactions, you can go to my YouTube channel and you'll be able to see that in the description. But let's go ahead and get started. So once again, go support Glitch, go check them out. They are amazing and have made some amazing content.
Welcome to the Amazing Digital Circus!
Pomni?
Pomni!
So if you remember episode 1, Pomni was like really freaking out. She went to the void place and like she was getting used to her new body and abstraction and all that stuff. So she's kind of having this wild dream, and it's very understandable when you realize like how her whole life has been turned upside down.
Pomni!
Hello?
I like the wavy effect that they put in this. So if you remember in episode 1, 2, she touched Ragatha after Ragatha got hit by the abstraction, and her hand started glitching out. And so this is her, like, kind of reacting to how she had touched that and her hand was messed up.
No! Kate! Somebody help me! Please!
Looks like our new friend's already abstracted.
Well, I guess we're not all cut out for it.
I don't even remember her name, honestly.
So I think something that's interesting here is the way she's perceiving some of the other people in the circus. Even though it's a dream, it's showing she's afraid that she'll just abstract, that it won't have a lot of meaning, and that she's basically not going to have a lot of meaning to just being in the circus, that basically her whole life from now on is her trying to avoid abstraction and not being basically forgotten. All that eyes, one thing I did point out in the first episode is there were eyes everywhere. So there were eyes on the abstraction, there were eyes with Kane saying I watch everywhere, there were eyes on the Zoink thing, the queen. So yeah, there was a lot of things about eyes in that first episode. And this might be a slight spoiler, but it's mentioned in a future episode that Kane has a hard time with collision physics with boxes. So you just saw her bounce around the room because she collided with that box.
Hey, Pomni, how'd you sleep? Are you still sleeping? I'll let you get back to it if you are.
Ragatha tries so hard to be a friend with everyone, and it's kind of really sad, but at the same time, it's kind of sweet because she actually goes out of her way a lot of times. But yeah, you can tell Ragatha really wants people to like her.
There she is. Hope you're doing all right. I know yesterday was a bit of a doozy.
A doozy.
Oh, and don't worry about the whole abandoning me
I would say it's more than a doozy.
for the exit thing. It's perfectly understandable what you were going through at the time, and there's no hard feelings.
Yet one thing is how much when Pomni did run away after she had her hand touch the abstraction of Ragatha, she was so scared of like being like a coward basically and leaving Ragatha behind. And so she carries a lot of guilt, you'll notice.
You're all good. Well, let's forget about all that. Kane's got a new adventure today, and judging by what he's been teasing, it seems like it's gonna be a fun one.
Today's adventure is Candy Carrier Chaos!
There's like the game Candyland and stuff. It's always intimidating when you have a show that's that's coming up with some kind of Candyland kind of episode, because you know it's gonna be some kind of chaos that's gonna happen there, and it's gonna be like pointing out how not everything's gonna be rainbows and sunshine and a happy day.
That's right! The Candy Canyon Kingdom's been robbed of their most valuable resource, maple syrup! It's up to you to bring the robbing bandits who stole it to sweep...
We'll see the robbing bandits again, but it's interesting how like everything's candy there, and that includes like the NPCs.
Buttery justice!
An entire kingdom of candy sounds sticky.
Very sticky indeed!
Sounds
Bubble, you can't say that.
I want to know what the unbleeped version is. Bubble, like, I like Kinger a lot. He might be my favorite, but Bubble is definitely up there, either my second or first.
Nope.
Silver White! I'm testing out a new AI in this one! It should be 57 times more immersive!
Ooh, a new AI. You don't want to mess with the new AIs.
So Kane is supposed to be an AI, right? And if we have Kane as an AI, but he can create other AIs, kind of wonders how much Kane can create, and like how much he can, how do I say this? How complicated he can make things by creating more and more AIs.
Doobie? Yeah, no.
Like, could he create an AI that's basically him, and who's basically himself?
Wow, sounds fun. What do you think, Pomni?
So, our entire existence here is just LARPing.
Well,
Why are you all just standing there? The Candy Canyon Kingdom needs you now!
Bubbles!
no thanks, I'm trying to quit.
I'm trying to quit. I'm gonna mute the advertisement, because sometimes the songs and stuff from can mess up. Let's see. So one example of like when you go into like this candy kingdom and then everything kind of starts messing up, even though it's like gumdrops and, you know, all the tasty treats. Wreck-It Ralph really has that, and it's like this whole thing about how the princess, you know, if you've seen Wreck-It Ralph, is a lot different than the kind of people or the type of princess you would think goes there. And so it's always kind of unexpected what's going to happen in these candy lands that end up having chaos brought to them, and it's pretty funny.
wow, Kinger, check out this castle. It's amazing.
They've even got little candy bugs here. It's so beautiful.
Yeah, this place is great!
Remember that Kinger loves insect collections. Well, there's a backstory behind it, but yeah, he always is looking for insects.
It's the princess!
Ah, You must be the brave knight sent to us by God to help us with our recent catastrophe. That's us, ma'am. Your kingdom's awesome, by the way. Love the vibe.
I like you already.
Look, Pomni, we're already friends with the princess.
I'm not a child. You don't have to hype me up.
It's really annoying how Ragatha does stuff like that, because you can tell, once again, she's just trying to get everyone to like her, and so she's trying to do things for other people and trying to make it where she comes off as their friends, even though a lot of times it backfires.
Assume you've been informed of your mission. The bandits that robbed us use a modded syrup tanker, so we figured the best way to go head-to-head with them is to give you a war rig of your own.
Ooh, violence.
What time?
Jax is so he loves the violence, and he loves just being the character who enjoys the fact that they're kind of like indestructible in a way.
What period is this supposed to be again?
Here's the key back into the kingdom for when you've secured the goods. I trust you not to let it fall into the wrong hands.
You can count on me, Your Highness.
Oh, please, call me Lou.
Will do, Lou.
I call shotgun.
Remember that he said he loves violence, and he's the one driving.
Oh God, is that the horn? Ugh, that sucks. Gangle, you drive.
Farewell, good knights. I have every faith in you.
Alright, if I was there, like, I'm pretty sure they can experience tasting candy. I would definitely ask to have some candy for, at least on the road trip, you know?
Do you think your mum's gonna pull through if we get all this back to the village?
I'm sure she will. This much syrup would save hundreds of people.
We won't know for sure until we get back to the village. She's a fighter, though. She taught me everything I know.
You get this backstory that he's doing all this for his mom.
Oi! Don't get too comfy, lads. Looks like they've sent someone after us.
All right, Gangle. When we catch up to him, I'll jump over, crawl inside, and shoot him repeatedly until they're unrecognizable.
Where does he get the shotgun from?
I feel like that violates some kind of convention.
You're violating my ears with your clapback. Get driving, driver.
So, Pomni, I'm sure there's some way you could help out here. Maybe when we catch up to them, we could...
Gotta be assertive. Like this.
Jax!
Ah, that's perfect. Just hold that pose. I gotta get something.
Jax, you...
You know, I swear there was some kind of bazooka back here, but I'm having such trouble finding it.
Pomni, take this!
Here it is. All right.
So there's another episode where they get guns, which is kind of a spoiler, but a lot of people forget that they've had guns, like in this episode. So Jax, yeah, he's got guns and stuff, and it's kind of scary to think of Jax having the amount of control over violence and stuff he has.
Pomni, you just stay like that, and I'll cross over.
Are you kidding me?
Nice going, Pomni. Now I have no bridge.
Aha! Gotcha! The arms aren't long enough. You wanna...
Sorry, let me go ahead and pause the volume. Alright, here we go.
This lot's trouble. Let's see how that rig does on those rocks around there. My arms aren't short enough to shift the gear.
Bro, we got one with 2 short arms, and then we got another one with 2 long arms.
Ooh, now we're cooking. Hey, Ribbons, up and at 'em.
I don't think we...
Aren't you supposed to be submissive and agreeable? Move!
There's this whole relationship they have, not like, you know, it's a toxic kind of thing, but they're not like together or anything. But poor Gangle always gets bullied by Jax, and it's sad how much like he gets her to do things for him.
Move it!
Oh, these fellas just don't know when to quit, do they? Hey, quit mucking about and get back up here!
Oh yeah, right.
Everyone all right?
Can you repeat?
Jeez, they have all these knives in them. Yeah, why did they put so much like weapons and stuff in this truck?
The question, I couldn't hear you over the knives.
Hey, Gangle, you should ram into him.
What? You should not ram them. Tommy's still on board.
Do it, it'll be epic.
Why are there so many knives back here?
Do it, or I'll tell Ragatha about the figurine thing.
You gotta wonder, what did she do with the figurine that is bad enough where Jax holds it over her head so much?
These guys are whack jobs! Let's give him some of this!
Oh, no more ramming? Guess I have to tell Ragatha about the thing now.
Oh, you're still up here.
Guys!
Party, take this!
Hey, Kinger, is that rope attached to anything?
I don't know. Let me check.
I love Kinger, he's so unhinged. Ragatha just gets impaled. It reminds me of Olaf when he gets impaled. Oh no, I've been impaled.
I blame you for this.
See how it started glitching? They hit an out of bounds area. That is a long ways up. Bro.
What?
So this does create kind of a question with the way Kane does things. Like, do these dimensions exist and they don't even know about them throughout the rest of the digital circus? Because they have them here, and it's like you can see how Kane's been working on them and the idea behind them. But this is one of the few times you see them actually go into basically the editor. So this is supposed to be like a type of editor if you've used oh my goodness, Blender or anything like that.
Hello? Anyone?
So you can see all these characters lined up here and all of the models, and it's kind of creepy. Like I said earlier, could Kane have a model of himself? Could he create an AI that's basically him? And could there be one like in an area like this? You see the T poses, and that models usually have that before they are rigged, and like their skeleton is made or whatever. And I mean, that's kind of how I'm a VTuber, is I have like the rigging of when I move, then it detects it and it makes what are called bones and stuff move. And so you can see before they have like the rigging, or they may have the rigging, but it hasn't like, they haven't started them to interact with the physics. weird question. If that's the model, is he like playing off of the model, and would him, let's say you remove the hat from the model, would his hat be removed? I'm guessing not, because he's probably just a copy or clone of it, but just kind of curious if interacting with the model would impact him at all. So in episode 1, we had Pomni going through this identity crisis of getting into the circus and like having a new body and all this. And in this episode, it kind of continues that theme a little bit with identity crisis and what does it mean to be part of this circus and have these NPCs and stuff. How did Pomni get up there? She probably fell onto it, but just kind of like it kind of looked like they had been there for a minute, so I'm surprised she held on that long if she did just fall in there.
Huh?
Where are we? What's all this?
I don't know. We're somewhere under the map, I think.
Map? Why aren't you or any of your crew up here?
I'm not sure. Because we're not NPCs.
So it begs the question, like, could they be NPCs? And it seems unlikely, but it kind of, like, the whole identity of, like, who's an NPC and who's not an NPC gets questioned a lot. And there's only one episode left that hasn't been released yet, and will release on the 20th of this month of March. So it might reveal a lot of stuff, and I'm really excited for it, so we'll see what happens.
NPCs, what are you on about? What are you people? What am I?
Like I said, identity.
Where's Mum?
You have a mom?
Shouldn't she be here with everyone else? I can't even remember her face.
So this kind of shows that even though they're given like a story or quest line, that the NPCs, that the stories or whatever may not be fully written out or done, like with the mom thing, because Kane had some kind of other idea behind it, like them going after these guys and stopping them from getting to their mom.
Did she ever have a face? Was anything ever real?
Okay, wait, don't think about that. I think there must be a way to launch ourselves back up, right?
Poor guy.
I want you to tell me exactly what I am.
Alright, let me go ahead and mute this. Sorry. I know one way I could do it is to download the actual video, but it takes up a lot of space on my computer, so I don't usually do that.
Ooh, is everybody okay?
No.
Oh, man. Poor Pomni. I hope she's all right.
Poor Pomni? How about poor us? We're one tanker away from being Augustus glooped.
So is that chocolate? Because, I mean, like, I don't know if they can taste it, but really, you've got so many opportunities to have wonderful food.
What's that? Do my eyes deceive me? A delicious gift from within the kingdom gates? Don't mind if I do.
Whoa!
buddy! We're not food, we're not candy, we're none of that! You don't want to eat us!
Oh, you're not candy? How am I expected to eat something that's not made of candy? I'm sorry.
Part of me always seems to miss the big loopy monsters.
Who are you? And
The reason he says that is because in the first episode, they had the Gloinks and the Gloink Queen, and Pomni wasn't even there to see any of that, even though it was like the main adventure.
anyway,
I am the Fudge. I used to live within the kingdom walls, but I was banished by that rotten princess after I ate too many of the delicious townfolk. Oh, they were so delicious. Sometimes I can hear them calling to me.
Oh, God. That just sounds like murder.
Is it really murder? It's
One thing with Ragatha, if you'll notice, she was impaled, and now that hole's gone, so kind of wonder how long after they get injured before they just kind of repair, you know?
delicious? Answer me that.
you make a great point.
No, bad point!
Why don't you leave this to me before I start thinking your hair looks like licorice?
Jax!
Oh wow, it kinda does.
You know, they had licorice with the other truck when it was being pulled behind them. I'm pretty sure that was a licorice thing that guy was holding on to.
Stop!
Well, Mr. Fudge, you seem like an upstanding guy with real noble goals.
Oh, I'm not. If you knew what I did in my free time, oh, you'd be sickened.
As I was saying, I happen to know a way into the kingdom walls. If you'd be willing to help us out in return.
That's terrifying. Also, one thing is Jax always ends up with keys, and so you kind of wonder how does he get these keys from everywhere? I mean, this time it's obvious he stole it from Ragatha, but he always has keys to everywhere.
Hey, when did you...
Shut up, licorice hair.
Here, have it with this.
Oh, you must be some kind of master of unlocking things. Come to free me from
You know, that's actually probably really true.
my outdoor prison.
That's me. All we need you to do is help us bring some dirty bandits to justice.
I saw the Reaper wink at me.
Wait, what just happened?
That's an Oreo, I think.
You want to try helping out at all?
Poor
Or
guy.
are you still... Hey, you okay?
No.
Aw.
You want to talk about it?
What is there to talk about?
I don't just want to leave you here.
One thing that's interesting with Palmy is she is there for a lot of people, and like there's always people who are having a hard time that want to talk to her, but she kind of hides her own feelings from a lot of people. Like, she does share sometimes, but she's always the person who is like listening and talking to people when they're having a hard time. And it's a lot more healthy than like Ragatha's version, where Ragatha's like, oh, I'm going to try to make you my friend by constantly saying these things that are nice, but actually it just like, you know, she's doing it to get you to like her instead of her trying to help.
Why not? I don't matter in the slightest. I'm nothing. My life, my memories, my friends. It's all fake.
Aww.
This may seem weird, but I think I know the feeling. Well, maybe not the exact feeling, but feeling like you're nothing is kind of normal. I mean, people even feel like that in the world I came from. But you still care about your buddies up there, don't you? I'm sure they still care about you.
One thing that's kind of interesting is you see how she kind of values interaction with people over a lot of other things, even though, like, she may not see a lot of point in things, or like the adventures may just seem like, I don't know, just wasting time doing stuff so you don't go crazy. One of the most interesting things I think about all of this is the fact that she sees the value in people, not like Ragatha does, who like needs it, but she's like, I got people to rely on, I got like value from people, you know, but not in a toxic way.
What does it matter? What do we have when you people leave? We're just obstacles, created to be defeated and forgotten.
Well, you don't have to be. The circus, the place I'm from, well, I'm originally from somewhere else. But if it has to be my home, maybe it can be yours too.
And one thing that's interesting here is kind of she's going through this acceptance process, because like in the first episode, you know, there's like the stages of grief or whatever, which they don't always follow the same pattern, but I think Pomni's doing really good at kind of accepting her situation. I mean, at the start we saw that she still is having like the nightmares and still has a lot of fears, but at the same time she's accepting that like things have to be this way from now on, and so I need to like do what I can to make the most of it.
The people there are interesting, at the very least. Maybe you could be somebody real there.
Aww.
Why are you trying to cheer me up? How does this benefit you at all?
I guess I just don't want you to feel like you're nothing.
Aww.
I don't want anybody to feel like that.
And you could see it's kind of a reflection on how Pomni's been feeling. So she wants to have people be around her and have people support each other, so that there is meaning beyond just like feeling like there's no purpose in life. That the meaning comes from feeling like there's a togetherness and there's a point to things.
But I'm not even a real person. Would I even belong?
I'm sure you wouldn't belong any less than me. And I could use a friend.
A friend?
Really sad.
You're a strange little character. Suppose I could give it a try. All I ask is that we don't tell the lads about this. They're a couple of bright-eyed yobbos, and I don't want to drag them down with me.
Yeah, that makes sense. What's your name, by the way?
Gummy Goo.
Wow, that's just about as dumb as my name.
What do you have in mind in terms of getting us out of here?
I don't know. Maybe some kind of glitch with the truck's collisions? I'm not really sure how we could.
Oh, she sees the cubes. Remember, as it explains later, Kane has a hard time with collision with cubes.
Alright, I'm just throwing stuff at the wall here. If this doesn't work, we can try something else.
You're the expert here.
I'm really not. But let's see how it goes. I just realized this might be a little violent.
So the teapots could reference a lot of things. One idea I kind of thought of is like, there's this paradox about Russell's teapot, and it's this whole idea that like there could be a teapot existing somewhere in space that like, I don't know, has a lot of qualities. Maybe it's all-knowing or whatever, but it's invisible and we could never detect it. And so the question is, do we consider that teapot to be real? Is it actually there? Or do we kind of treat it as something that doesn't really exist? 1 second. Alright. You know, this show has become so popular, the horse one, the anime. I've heard that it has some good parts, but I don't know, it's kind of a weird idea. But it's also something that has actually been really good for some of the horses. Alright.
Gotta say, this is a lot more anticlimactic than I was hoping it'd be.
What were you hoping for?
You know, like one big final battle, bloodshed, death, chaos, whatever.
Are you sure they disappeared? It wasn't that they fell off or something?
One thing with Jax that's interesting is the way he's always trying to figure out, like, what the boundaries are. Kind of like they're in an absurd situation, and so how far can you push things? How far can, like, because he basically has, like, toon powers. And so how far can you go with these toon powers? Like, what control do they have? What kind of craziness can they do? And he's always testing out, like, violence and all kinds of things. Just an interesting thing about Jax.
Sure, but yes, definitely.
It's not like the boss to vanish with a clown. Very unusual.
Well, that's concerning.
Well, if worst comes to worst, we could always ask Kane to find her.
You know, one thing that's interesting that we learn about is Kinger is a lot more wise in the dark. And he always has good advice when he's, like, in the dark. And also, like, if Pomni or the rest of them knew that they could just put a pail over his head and he'd become wiser, they should really just carry a pail around, and then they could get a lot of insight from Kinger.
I'm more worried she's having another horrible experience. She still seems really upset about what happened yesterday. I don't think she really likes me that much.
It's a lot for anybody to go through. Don't take it too personally. I remember how long it took for you to adjust.
Oh, yeah. I'm surprised you remember that.
Remember what?
Do you guys have a second truck that flies?
Yeah. Wait, no, we don't. No, not at all.
So I did ask earlier, like, if they did something to one truck, would it affect the other? And this kind of shows that probably not, but, because, like, if this car collides with him, I don't know if it'd do any damage and affect the other car that way. I don't know. I'm overthinking this way too much. Poor guy. What is it with her and throwing up? She did in the first episode and then this one.
Keep it in, good.
What's all this stuff?
Pomni! Are you okay? Well, what happened?
Yeah, I'm fine. I made a new friend.
Boss, where have you been? We got fudged.
You don't want to know. Good to see you, lads.
Why are there two bad guy trucks?
This one's full of syrup too.
Oh, yeah. Suppose it is. Well, you don't suppose my mates here could take this one back to the village, could they?
I guess. Since there's two of them, there'd be no real harm.
I'm so unbelievably disappointed right now.
Well,
so, you see how Jax, he really wanted to, like, have chaos and fun, but the story's wrapping up. And I think Jax is really scared of that idea of, like, completion and finishing something. Instead, as long as it's, like, crazy or chaotic, it's, like, kind of weird, but it's, like, more stable to him as long as things are, like, chaotic and not finishing their story. I don't know if that makes sense, but you just see him always trying to go away from the point of the adventure so he can kind of prolong it or get more out of it.
well, maybe there'll be blood, death, and violence in the next adventure.
Ha 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 ha, how wholesome.
Uh-oh, yeah. This is Gummy Goo. He's gonna come back to the circus with us.
Oh, is that allowed?
His reality was kind of completely shattered. I feel like it was the least I could offer him, opposed to just leaving him behind.
Hey, that's good of you, Pomni.
Let's take this dumb truck to the dumb kingdom, I guess.
Thanks to you brave knights, our kingdom will once again thrive. I'm sure it was no easy task.
You have no idea.
Farewell, brave knights. Have fun executing that bandit fella.
Yes, that is what we're doing.
Oh, he's got the key. Did he leave it open?
Oh, hey! Maybe I didn't leave the gate unlocked for nothing after all.
What? I thought he was dead! You still did that?
Okay, wait. You did what now?
Well, love to help you again sometime. Bye!
You can see Jax kind of got an ending that was like chaotic and destructive still, so he's a little happier now.
Welcome back, my little hard-shelled hamburgers!
So this is the circus, huh? Okay.
Kane has some of the weirdest lines for describing describing everyone else.
Get used to this.
Oh, looks like one of these guys made it through!
Wait, what?
That's so brutal.
Oh, wait, what?
I know you guys love your NPCs, but if I start losing track of who's a human and who's an NPC, who knows what could happen?
So that kind of question's like, has that happened before? Did he lose track of someone or think they were like an NPC when there weren't? But he's an AI. He should like be able to automatically know that. I don't know.
Well, I'm gonna go drink water. It's been a while since I've done that.
So if he drinks water, does it go on his eyeballs? Because that's just, I don't know, something I shouldn't think about, but yeah.
Sheesh, I thought he'd never leave. I'm really sorry about that, Pomni. At least you tried. You know, he might be back in a future adventure. I know Kane sometimes likes to reuse NPCs. Got everything ready. Hey, you at least want to join us for Kaufmo's funeral?
Aww. So Kaufmo was the guy who abstracted in the first episode and chased him. And so they're actually holding a funeral for him.
We like to have a little funeral service to remember the people who abstract. This one just got pushed around a bit with your arrival and everything.
It's the least we can do to honor their memory.
You'll notice that Jax isn't there. Kinger's out in the light, which is interesting.
Oh man, I always think I'm prepared for these things, but then you set up the picture and, well, I'm already breaking.
Once again, it's kind of interesting to see how, like, they're in this place, like, abstraction, they don't even know what it means or what the person actually, like, where they actually go, like, they become that weird thing, but what is it like to be that? But they still share in this, like, meaningfulness that comes from having been with them and their memories, and so just that humanity they're trying to keep, and I think it's in a lot of cases where they start to lose that humanity, where they might abstract or do something like Jax does and tries to find it in a way that's less helpful for everyone else, but also is like pushing the boundaries and trying to keep things going without accepting that all this stuff doesn't have as much of a meaning or it could end. her dream, and she, a big part of Pomni's growth is right here, that she believes that she would have the support, that they wouldn't abandon her like at the beginning. And so it's really touching and shows that she really is accepting that people have meaning here and they keep that humanity even though things are like not even human, you know, the way they look or anything. Alright, so that was the end of the Digital Circus episode 2. Please make sure that you follow and subscribe, or like and subscribe, and that way you can keep seeing more of my content. I really appreciate that you are able to come here and spend time with me. It means a lot. And one thing to always remember is go check out the original creators. Once again, that's Glitch. And you'll be able to see the video for yourself and pick up things. There's lots of details in this show. So yeah, I really appreciate that you've spent time with me, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.